Week's episode of The Couch, I'm joined with my good friend Connor, co-owner of Recwell. Connor, tell us a little bit about your story. Tell us about Recwell and the vision that you guys have with this beautiful facility that we get to work out of.
Yeah, so growing up, young kind of sportsman, cricket footy was kind of my passion growing up. Kind of thought I could make it as both. Obviously never ended up going any further.
That's how we all end up here, hey?
One, due to probably talent, and two, due to, I'd say, injury as well. So that sparked a lot of interest in creating kind of the one-stop shop for allied health and performance and recovery. Kind of the main thing that sparked it, I'd say, would be the travel time, having to go from service to service. So you'd have somewhere for your gym, somewhere for your physio, somewhere else for your massage. You'd try and get your recovery at the beach or at like a local leisure centre. And just, having that. I feel like when my parents were driving around, it was all good. But then as soon as you kind of got your licence when you were 17, 18, you kind of noticed it even more. And just trying to, I've always had a passion for recovery. Probably more passionate about the recovery than the actual gym side of things. But yeah, just trying to find the one-stop shop, and there was just nowhere out there. So that's kind of probably the last 5 years kind of dreamt about, 5-6 years, and then probably more seriously the last 2 or 3, and then over the last year kind of started building it. Yeah.
And now that we're in here inside Recwell, is it everything that you'd hoped it would be? Is this like way bigger?
Oh, it's definitely
than you thought it would be.
Definitely bigger.
It definitely looks nicer than I thought. Something that you would be able to create. So.
Yeah. No, shout out to Sabina, a wonderful designer. But yeah, it's good seeing everyone's faces when they kind of walk in the facility, and kind of blown away. I think kind of where we are in industrial kind of Wangara, they kind of walk into like a semi-fancy,
sanctuary.
Yeah. It's really good. You walk past your cafe and all your allied health with you guys, and then you kind of something else catches the eye every time you walk through to the recovery side of things, and then upstairs with the Reform Pilates as well. That's a pretty beautiful space, I guess. A lot of people have been kind of, I don't know if shock's the right word, but it's come up really, really well, and it kind of feels like a little bit boutique studio. So
tell us a little bit about the saunas that we've got here at Recwell, and maybe some of the health benefits that just the general population can utilise.
Yep, so we've got our campfire sauna, which is like traditional rock sauna in the contrast area, and then we've got our infrared and our traditional, I guess, in our private rooms. Heaps of wonderful benefits. You've got your cardiovascular benefits, mental health benefits, just decreased soreness, inflammation, good for fighting off colds as well, and just general like longevity in terms of reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease, strokes, things like that. There's a lot of great studies out there.
Yeah, awesome. Funny you said that about colds. I reckon I was getting the onset of a cold a couple of weeks ago, and then sauna and steamed 2 days in a row.
Yep.
And what typically would last me like a week to 10 days of like congestion, I reckon it was gone in 2 or 3 days. So probably cool to know that there's some research around that, like probably especially in the steam room.
Yeah,
it helps.
The steam room's obviously slightly different to the sauna with your wet versus dry heat, I'd say. It's like your humidity. Steam rooms are really great for people with kind of breathing conditions, asthmatics, people kind of feeling like they're a bit run down. Opens up the airways, kind of opens up the sinuses, helps with congestion and things like that.
Yeah, I noticed the essential oils, the eucalyptus in there is quite good at clearing out.
Yeah, we've
and just feel like I can, like the airways just open up so much after being in there.
Yeah, we've been trying the eucalyptus. We've had a lot of good feedback on that. I think kind of the general, some people kind of love the steam room, some people kind of hate it. I think the people who kind of hate it think of maybe like a public leisure centre where it's not well maintained, it's a bit grubby, but these ones, obviously our one's nice and private, cleaned every day. It's a really good experience. The steam room can actually increase the white blood cell production. which probably would have helped with the sickness,
fighting
I guess.
off the inflammatory and the immune process, I guess.
Yeah, and you probably would have had a really good sleep after that, which I reckon would have helped the body recover. Nicely.
Tell me a bit about the contrast of the pools. Obviously, we've got one set at 37, one at 7 degrees. What are like some of the protocols that you might suggest that we can utilize in that space? Like, do you have a personal favorite that you like?
Well, for me, I don't really get to use the space as much as I'd like to at the moment. So I really just like going in as a bit of a freshen up. If it's like if I'm doing like a split shift or something, our facilities are really good because our sauna is obviously nice and hot. We've got the kind of two extremes. So just a nice and simple one. I'll just go in, do like a 12 to 15 minute sauna, have a good rinse off, and then just do an ice bath. And that just really recharges you, resets you, kind of going forward for the rest of the day. But then if you've got a bit more time on your hands, I like to tell people to start off with a sauna, a couple lots of the hot and colds, maybe a steam room, and then like a sauna at a reduced amount of time that you did before, because not many people will be able to kind of match the 15 minutes. So maybe if you do a 15 minute, do like a 10 minute, and then jump in the hot and colds, and always finish on colds. Really good for the the metabolism. Your body needs to warm up naturally. You get a lot of great benefits from doing that, and you kind of feel like you can tackle the day going forward.
Yeah. What about like time in each of the pools?
So we've got a 4-minute timer. That's kind of the recommended time that we kind of go by. It's not necessarily you don't necessarily have to do the 4 minutes, I'd say. It's about the accumulation of that time. So if you want to do 3 kind of 10-minute saunas rather than doing 2 lots of 15, you still get your 30 minutes. And then on the flip side of that, with the cold pool, for example, if you want to kind of get your 8 minutes per day, you don't have to go and sit in there for 8 minutes straight. You can
it's not necessarily longer is better. It's more the contrast and the fluctuation in body temperature
just
that
the
we
time,
get our benefits from. Is that right?
I'd say so, yeah. The time under those kind of conditions, I'd say. So you could do 8 lots of 1 minute, or 2 lots of 4 minutes, or you could be a bit of a hero and do the whole 8 minutes, which no one really tend to do, but there's a lot of different ways you can do it.
And I think it's like anything, is you're training your body to adapt and get used to the stress that you put yourself under in there, which obviously there's good stress and bad stress, and there's obviously a stress that produces good things for your body. So
yeah, for sure, definitely helps with not only the stress response but also kind of mental resilience, I'd say. And I think that's a good thing about us at Recwell. You see kind of other maybe places, I guess, they've got like the solo or 2-person saunas, 1-person ice baths, but with us doing that hard thing together in a group is really good. Definitely helps with the mental resilience, mental toughness. When you do a hard thing, it just is such a flow-on effect for the rest of the day. Yeah,
and I find I've had some great conversations with people that I've never met before from being in the sauna for 15 minutes, strike up a conversation, get to know them, hear a little bit about their story. And then again in the cold pool as well, you're battling through the same thing together, and it's a common
no one likes to do hard things by themselves.
So it's good little community that is getting built here at Recwell.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people who've probably gone close to 25 visits. We've only been open probably 25 days, so there are people obviously seeing the benefits behind all this stuff, and even if they're not necessarily athletes, but if they're just kind of general day-to-day people that just want to kind of improve on their general health and wellness and how they feel throughout the day, it's been awesome to see. Even if they come in the morning to kind of, like I spoke about, start the day, kind of recharge and refresh, or if you kind of want to come in the evening and wind down, have a sauna before bed and really get a good sleep in for that night. And yeah, so good. All right, Connor, it's been great chatting to you this morning on the couch. Great to hear a little bit more about the science of recovery, and we're lucky that within our sessions that we get to utilize these facilities as part of our toolkit of managing injuries. So for my clients, is there anything that Recwell can do for us outside of physiotherapy? Yeah, definitely. We can provide your clients a bit of a discount code. So if you guys come in for your sessions and see the Matt or Scott, get a custom discount code of 20% off for a casual session, kind of Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, cool. That's great. And maybe like after getting some treatment and loosening up, maybe doing some rehab in the gym, is there an option maybe to add on like an express pass at the end of our physio sessions? And how could that look for our clients as well?
Yeah, 100%. We want to kind of have the whole encompassing kind of physio gym kind of recovery procedure. So happy to do an express pass where your clients can kind of see you. If they come and see us at reception either before or after their session, we can tack on like a 30-minute recovery session for half price.
Yeah, awesome. That sounds great. Yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this week on the couch. I know I've enjoyed filming it and getting to know Connor a little bit more as well.